Hola amigos, ¿cómo están? Espero que estén bien. My name is Kamlesh Dave. Welcome to my YouTube channel Salud Spanish for All. Friends, today in this video we will learn the new verb tener. Tener means to have. So first we will discuss the 6 conjugations of this verb. The first form is tengo, the second form is tienes, third form is tiene, fourth form tenemos, fifth form tenéis, and the last form tienen. So friends, these 6 forms are used with the appropriate subject pronoun. Yo tengo, tú tienes. Third form, we have 3 subject, él, ella or usted, tiene. Fourth form, nosotros tenemos. Fifth form, vosotros tenéis. And the last form, we have got 2 subject, they and you. For they, ellos or ellas, depend on gender, and for you, ustedes. And the last form is tienen. So in the red font, you can find the 6 forms of the verb tener: tengo, tienes, tiene, tenemos, tenéis, and tienen. So first form, yo tengo means I have. The second form, tú tienes means you have, which is informal. Third form, he or she has, and you have, formal. Fourth form, tenemos, we have. Fifth form, tenéis, that is you have, informal. And the last form, tienen, it has 2 meanings, they have or you have, formal. The same format, the same order, first 3 forms are singular and the last 3 forms are plural. So now you need to remember the 6 forms of this verb, and they are tengo, tienes, tiene, tenemos, tenéis, and tienen. Now let us discuss the uses of this verb. This verb tener is used to describe possessions, relations, sickness, and body parts. Now we will learn all the uses with the help of examples. The first example, ellos tienen dos coches. They have 2 cars. So this sentence is indicating what? Possessions. Tenemos una casa vieja. We have an old house. That is also what? Possession. The next example, tengo una hermana. I have one sister. This sentence is indicating what? Relation. The next example, ellos tienen dos hermanos. Ella tiene dos hermanos. She has 2 brothers. So here the last 2 examples, I have one sister and she has 2 brothers. Tengo una hermana. Ella tiene dos hermanos, are indicating what? Relations. The next example, Luisa tiene fiebre. Luisa has a fever. This sentence is indicating sickness, that Luisa has a fever. The next example, tienes ojos azules. You have blue eyes. Friends, the last example is indicating the body parts. Whether the someone has blue eyes, long hair, curly hair, right? A cow has 4 legs. So to describe the body parts also we will use this verb tener. So clear these examples. Now the next use of tener with infinitive verb, tener que. So how to use tener que with infinitive verb? So first let us try to understand the different format in Spanish and in English. Tener que plus infinitive. So after any tener conjugation, if we find an infinitive verb, we have to add que. So the frame is tener que and then one more infinitive verb in Spanish. In English, the equivalent is have to plus verb or has to plus verb. With third person singular, he or she has to, and with the other subject have to, and then one more infinitive verb. So clear the basic difference. Tener que plus infinitive verb. In English, have to or has to plus verb. Now let's try to understand this use tener que with infinitive with the help of examples. The first example, tengo que ir a la clase. I have to go to class. So in the red font, you can notice tango, that is the first form. Then ir is an infinitive verb. Ir means to go. So between tango and ir, there is a conjunction ke, tango ke ir. I have to go to class. Next example. Ella tiene que llamar a su padre. She has to call her father. So here also tiene que llamar in the red font. Tiene is the third form and llamar means to call, an infinitive verb. So tiene que plus infinitive verb, tiene que llamar. She has to call her father. One more difference I want to tell here. In English, the sentence is she has to call her father, while in Spanish, the sentence is ella tiene que llamar a su padre. So not the prepositional a after the verb llamar in the sentence of Spanish. So preposition a means to, and to is not there in English. So the sentence literally is she has to call to her father, but we don't write to in English. While in Spanish you have to add to. So after any verb, if you find a living body, person or animal, we have to add the preposition a. Llamar a su padre, literally call to her father, but in English we don't write to, so call her father. She has to call her father. Ella tiene que llamar a su padre. The next example, tienes que hablar en español. You have to speak in Spanish. So here tienes is the second form, then que and then hablar, the main verb. Tenemos que bailar en el escenario. Escenario means stage. Bailar means to dance. So tenemos que bailar. Tenemos is the fourth form, which means we have to dance on the stage. Clear?